Hey guys, I've been promising you this walkthrough of my setup for a little while and finally get around to doing it. Get right to it here. What you're looking at right now is my Ableton Live setup. This is software running on my laptop. This is in the arrangement view, which is basically a series of clips. All those little squares are clips. As we get over here, this red box represents this box of buttons right here. And this is an APC 40 that I use for essentially triggering clips from here and as my master effects and almost like a DJ mixer. Think of it as a left and the right mix, just like a DJ has, or mix 1 and 2. Mix 1, or on the left, is all my instruments, synths, live bass and guitar, live vocals, vocoder, piano, rhodes, bells, any presets I have. On the right is my drum machine. And then essentially what I've programmed this device to do is a bunch of different master effects per left or right side. So right now I've got Green's clip up. It's this yellow one here, and that red box indicates, like I said before, this grid of buttons here. And you can see this top clip is Green's thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch that. So all we hear right now is his clip. I've got different effects for it. You know, filters. It's a high pass, low pass. I got an auto chop, which I can change the rhythm of. Cool. I've got a beat repeat. And as I use, if I have that active, I can use this to change the pitch of it, to kind of pitch it out and for transitions. Let's see, I got a dub echo here. Regular echo. This is my rhythm for it. Reverb. So all those effects I just showed you I have also for the drum machine side. If I just start playing drums, it's kind of a funny little chop mix here, but go right to this. So it's a little beat I got going, sequencer ahead of time for Green's thing. I got, you know, beat repeat. Again with the pitch. Auto chop. Same filters, low pass, high pass, echo, reverb, dub. That's basically this controller in a nutshell. Okay, so talked about my APC 40 and my clip launching and how I've got master effects and everything controlled from there. On the right hand side of that mix, I've got my drum machine, which is this piece of hardware called a Maschine, spelled with an S in it, from Native Instruments. It's probably the most fun way to make music I've ever experienced as far as electronic stuff. Each one of these is a different instrument, so to speak. You can have an infinite amount of them. As soon as I hit shift, there's my next bank of 8. That's my first bank of 8. If it's highlighted, that's the one you have here for 16 different sounds per. Oh, I got some crazy effects on there. Here's a chopped up kit from Green sample that I was playing before. Velocity sensitive. Really fun ways to do, like, you know, note repeats. And super fast as far as recording and layering. As soon as I hit play on here, I've already got something set up. Go to a blank scene. So I got nothing here. It's playing. If I turn on the metronome, so I can start recording. Change banks here. So it's that fast. And the pattern is set to just 1 bar, but this pattern, by holding this button, I can change to whatever length we want. It's so intuitive, super fun. You can do everything on the fly. Next, I've got this little keyboard here. Right now it's controlling a Rhodes. Depending on what tracks I activate on here, for instance, the Rhodes is active right now, but I can turn on bells or turn on like a grand sound. I usually just have it on the Rhodes. Next up, I've got this Axiom controller. It's a really old keyboard I've got, which is really just, I use it as kind of a workhorse to control the first 4 synths that are there. So you can see those ARP 1 through 4. What those translate to are different software synths that I've designed, different sounds, and I'll just arm the first one. Up on the iPad, I've programmed this to control each synth. So I got synth 1, 2, second page, 3, 4. And they have all different functionality built in. You know, volume, this is my filter for frequency and resonance. This is an oscillator amount. My oscillator is controlling like a wobble, sorry. And then this is my arpeggiator rate and gate amount, which I'll show in a second. And then my main filter, attack and decay for my amplifier. So right now it's just a regular, that's the sound I have there. I can turn down this oscillator. Kind of a foundation sound. And as I change that, lots of cool things I can do there. Or I can make it more of a staccato and get some chords out of it. So really sweet. Basically multiply that times 4, and they have 4 different like foundation sounds. Alright, gonna do a quick remix with Green's latest little clip he sent me. And yeah, I got to see how kind of organic it is to build layers and start chopping stuff up and remixing on the fly. Here we go. That's it.